10. Religions that banned black people. Real history they don't teach in church. Picture this scenario. You walk into a house of worship, open-hearted, spiritually hungry, just looking for community, peace, or salvation. But the stairs are sharp. The seating is segregated. The pastor's tone shifts, and then it hits you. You were never really welcome here. Not because of anything you said or did, but because of your skin. For centuries, black people have faced exclusion, humiliation, and outright bans from religious institutions that claim to be rooted in love, equality, and divine truth. And while some churches and faiths have reckoned with their past, others have doubled down or simply gone silent. Today on Scope News, we're pulling back the curtain. This is the raw, unfiltered list of 10 religions and religious movements that either banned black people outright or systemically locked them out of spiritual leadership, sacred rituals, and community belonging. We're not here for sugar-coated versions. We're here to name names and lay out the history. But before we dive deeper, take a second to hit that like, subscribe, and comment below. Let us know what city or country you are tuning in from as well. At Scope News, we keep it real and we keep it documented. Your voice matters, and we want to hear from you. 1. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, LDS Church. For more than a century, black men were banned from holding the priesthood and participating in essential temple rites. This lasted until 1978. The justification? A racist misinterpretation of the curse of Cain and curse of Ham. These teachings were deeply embedded into church doctrine and culture, even influencing Boy Scout leadership rules in LDS-affiliated troops. 2. Southern Baptist Convention, SBC. Founded in 1845 by Baptists who supported slavery, the SBC used scripture to justify white supremacy and racial segregation for decades. While they issued an official apology in 1995, many black Christians still remember when churches in this denomination refused them entry, or worse, forced them to sit in the back, behind a rope. 3. Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, FLDS. The FLDS, a polygamist sect, doubled down on old-school Mormon racism. Its leaders openly declared black people to be cursed and unworthy of priesthood or eternal marriage rights. The exclusion wasn't just spiritual, it was taught as a divine truth. 4. Apostolic United Brethren, AUB. This Mormon offshoot still holds on to doctrines that exclude black members from priesthood roles, based again on that so-called Cain curse. After the main LDS church lifted its ban, some white members fled to the AUB precisely because they didn't want racial integration in their pews. 5. Community of Christ, formerly the RLDS Church. While less extreme than some, the early reorganized Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints resisted ordaining black men. It wasn't until 1893 that they even allowed it at all, and that delay spoke volumes about their views on racial equality. 6. Jim Crow era. Protestant churches. In the Deep South, many white Protestant churches created two sets of rules, one for white worshipers and a separate, humiliating one for black attendees if they were even allowed in. Segregated seating, separate communion lines, and full exclusion were all common under the banner of Christianity. 7. Catholic Church in the U.S. Though Catholicism never officially banned black worshipers, in practice, many churches treated them as second class. Black Catholics were made to sit in the back, denied full sacraments, and even had to build their own churches just to worship in peace. 8. African diaspora religions. Targeted by colonizers, faiths like Vodou, Santeria, and Candomblé, rooted in African spiritual systems, were banned and demonized by colonial and post-colonial governments. These weren't just religious crackdowns, they were racial ones, targeting black bodies and beliefs with violence and legal persecution. 9. European colonial churches. Missionaries from Europe often viewed African religions as barbaric and insisted on wiping them out. These churches taught that Christianity was superior, reinforcing racial hierarchies and justifying the erasure of African identity under the guise of saving souls. 10. Segregation in Jewish congregations. While Judaism has no formal doctrine of racism, Black Jews have historically faced marginalization, exclusion, and even challenges to their authenticity. Whether in Israel or in the U.S., issues of colorism and gatekeeping persist in many congregations to this day. Where we got our facts. We pulled directly from historical records, lawsuits, denominational archives, and academic studies. Our sources include The New Yorker, Time Magazine, the NAACP's legal archives, and scholarly articles from law and religious history databases. This isn't hearsay. It's real. From the LDS Church's official lifting of the priesthood ban in 1978 to the Southern Baptist Convention's 1995 apology for slavery, to colonial-era edicts banning African diaspora faiths, every claim here is backed by historical documentation and hard evidence. At Scope News, we don't just speculate, we investigate. And as always, viewer discretion is advised. This content is intended for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes. It may contain topics that are emotionally or culturally sensitive. We encourage respectful conversation in the comments, and we urge all viewers to explore the sources and do your own research to deepen your understanding. Stay bold, stay curious, stay informed.